Oh boy, do I have some juicy details for you today. So last week, I skipped over the descent comms because they were a little short and it was just continuing a story. And I knew that most of these comms they come in packs, as in there's usually three, maybe even five in a row that continue the same story before they jump around to another story. And well, I was betting on that for this week, and well, the bet paid off because I just finished my latest descent run, and we have Hunter Bunkers. Hunter Bunkers. All right. So this is continuing the story with Calvin McManus and him building up the Hunter team and all of that. And we also know that Aaron Keener and Hoskins intercept this Hunter team. And I'll get into all of these details. But today's story update, we have Hunter Bunkers. All right. And I'll let you listen to all of that here in just a second. Let me knock out the pleasantries. Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. But in today's video, we are continuing the lore of the Division 2. Because we have multiple storylines going on at once, whether it be, having Aaron Keener in the detention center here at the base of ops, whether it be his agent Hoskins on the trail of Calvin McManus's hunters in either Silver Creek or in Brooklyn, which we're going to talk about here today. And now we are learning how Calvin McManus is building these hunter teams out of rogue agents, and then he's convincing these rogue agents to build up these hunter bunkers and work for him that way. So we're going to talk about all of this and more. So I really hope you enjoy, and hope you have some popcorn ready, because this one's going to be pretty cool. Now, first off, we're going to have to rewind the track a little bit to give you some context. So the descent comms, we are currently 66 out of 72. This is the highest you will see right now in the game. We have 6 weeks left in the season, and we have 6 weeks left for the descent comms. So I am fully up to date, all right? This is breaking news. I don't know anyone else that knows this information, so it's really cool, this part. So let me just go ahead and give you this. Listen.
You've arrived in... That's good. I need your team to secure the base at the... and set up shop. As soon as you can, you get to the basement and locate the Hunter bunker. From there, you can access my database and secure the roster.
So the Hunter bunker was in the basement of the roller rink base of ops in Silver Creek. Crazy, but true. Now, this is the same roster that we already know what's actually on it from Hoskins and Aaron Keener. So I'm going to give you all of this information and piece it up together in this video. So first up, we have to rewind a little bit, okay? So let's see how far back it goes. I believe, here we go. So Agent Hoskins, all right? Now, Agent Hoskins was recruited by Aaron Keener. Now, it started with this comm right here, Hoskins. And I believe I made a video on it that day saying, this is how Aaron Keener is recruiting these division agents, because he straight up converted her from a division agent to a rogue agent. And then from there, I'm starting to feel like turning her into a hunter double agent, which I'll talk about in today's video. So in this one, he convinces her, hey, join our team. And she's like, I don't know, Keener. You're going to have to do more than that. So then he has her do like a test for him. And as she's doing this test, he has rogue agents go to her family's farm and check up on them. And he uses this as like an intimidation tactic, but also showing Hoskins, hey, I have eyes and ears everywhere. I can do whatever I want. Join our cause. You can be a part of this operation. And then she accepts. All right. Then she goes to Chicago and she's like, oh, okay, this is kind of crazy. She checks up on some shipments and everything going from Chicago to Silver Creek. And we all know that because it is redacted now. This was their Easter eggs and their story lore building up a connection between the Division 2 and Heartland because, yes, the Division Heartland was already supposed to be out by now. And yes, we were already supposed to have the DLC by now. So a lot of these comms are comms that were made prior to that cancellation. So wherever you see the redacted, 99% of the time it's going to be Silver Creek or something to do with Heartland. So remember, we had the Silver Creek, then we had the roller rink base of ops at the Silver Creek. There was a big farm at Silver Creek. All of these things have been referenced in prior Descent comms. So in this comm, she goes to Chicago. She's like, oh, okay, it's pretty crazy here, but whatever. But then this is where it gets crazy. This is where Hoskins goes to Heartland, all right, to Silver Creek.
This place is a war zone. I figured it would be bad, everything is, but you could have warned me it would be this bad.
Welcome to a picturesque...
Thanks. Not the small town vacation I was hoping for. There's fighting in the streets, there's a resistance, but they look like shit. Where the fuck is the division?
You were a good EMT. Remember to ignore the chaos. Cal's Hunter is the mission. Stay alert and expect contact once you get close to the installation.
So right there, this is supposed to be prior to Heartland, that storyline, because in the Heartland storyline, we already learned from their storyline trailers, we were going to be an agent from Boston going to Silver Creek, and then we would be help establishing a base of ops at this roller rink and help, build Silver Creek back up and investigate what's going on in Silver Creek. So this was the first time Hoskins steps foot there. Now the next one is the roster.
Any opposition?
None.
No one was guarding the base?
No. If there are any survivors, they fled.
Did you find what they were looking for?
Isaac did. Echo reconstruction.
Good. What was it?
USB drive. With a roster.
Did you recover the drive?
I wouldn't be calling if I didn't.
Good. Anything else of interest?
Yeah. The way the agents here died. I asked Isaac to do a sweep and status report of any agents. 4 hits came back, all deceased. They were infected with green poison, but that's not what killed them. Team went to a local lab working on the antiviral for DCD before they scattered and died.
You might want to scrub that from the servers.
I don't know how to do that.
Don't worry. Theo can take care of it. What's the lab called?
So at this point, we can only assume that Agent Hoskins is now at the base of ops, and this is after everything happened. So we got a before and we got a after. Like, it's a war zone here. Everything's chaotic. What the hell's going on? And then next up, Agent Hoskins is at the base of ops. It's empty. Everyone's dead. Here's a roster that I found. All right. So this is the first comm that we got about this roster. Now, this is the exact same roster that Calvin McManus was just talking about in the Hunter bunker in the basement of that base of ops. So this is the same roster. So going, actually, this is when we hit the next storyline in Descent, and then we hit another storyline in Descent. But after that, we go back to Calvin McManus, and this is where it all started. So these last 4 comms all go together, and then I'm going to give you that last comm that actually tells us what the roster was from the latest manhunt. So here's to catch you up. Him building the Hunter team out of rogue agents.
Call me Cal. Time to come out of hibernation, Agent. There's work to do. Drop whatever you're doing right now. Just walk out. I need you to gather a team. Take whoever you think you'll need and go to immediately. Infiltrate the town and set up a forward operating base. You'll receive further instructions once you get to... What do you mean the agents are unwilling? You tell this noble squad they don't need to stay in New York to honor their fallen soldiers. Remember, you cannot tell anyone these orders come from me. We need to keep this one close to the vest. You're the only person on the planet who knows about my involvement in this mission. I'm not ready to let this particular cat out of the bag.
So this is where I'm going to jump in. All right. So right here, Calvin McManus activates a hunter. What he's doing is he's calling up a rogue agent and he's like, "You've been activated. Let's go. Build up your team. Time to go. You're going to Silver Creek." And right here, he's in New York City. All right. That is very telling because in New York City, rogue agents, first wave, all of that, they all have connections to Keener. Keener has connections to all of them. Now, remember, a lot of rogue agents then joined the Black Tusk and then became BTSU members or White Tusk members, what have you. Those were all for the separate manhunts that we did with Natalia Sokolova. But right here, Calvin McManus is activating an agent, a rogue agent. In the very next comm, he's like, "What do you mean they're unwilling? This noble squad. This is rogue agents from New York." And that's why he was saying, get them to leave New York and let's go. Like, we have a mission to complete. Let's get it on, right? So this is how Calvin McManus is building up these hunters. And this is also, in the exact same breath, is how Aaron Keener already knew what Calvin McManus was doing. And that's when he had Hoskins join the fight, right? So here's the next one.
I can see you're making progress and finally on the move. Oh, that was a nice speech, by the way. Pushing the potential threats to the core and the rogue cherry on top? That was a thing of beauty. I'm not gonna mince words, soldier. The program hinges on this.
So this was the comm from last week, okay? It's called En Route. Calvin McManus gets confirmation that his squad is on the move. Now, this is from New York to redacted, all right? But we can all guess Silver Creek. It's sad, but true. Now, with that being said, he now knows that there are rogue agents en route to Silver Creek that are, I guess, new hunters. Because remember, Calvin McManus and Natalia Sokolova, she's the head of the Black Tusk, they decided to join forces and have a hunter recruiter that would recruit rogue agents or BTSU agents and turn them into hunters. The difference, all of this, the difference is the AI system. We, as a shade agent, we have Isaac. The Keener and the hunters have Anna, where the Black Tusk, Natalia Sokolova, they have Diamond. Diamond is like Isaac, but it doesn't really talk. All right? I mean, it's a dumbed down version, watered down, and we're going to jump into that in a different video. Anna is the more superior of all three, and Anna can control all three because all three upload their information to the same servers, and as long as you know where to look, you can access those informations. That's why the hunters, and that's why Aaron Keener, are able to not only control your skills, but to have multiple skills. All right? And then here's the last one. So this is where they make it to Silver Creek, to Heartland.
You've arrived in... That's good. I need your team to secure the base at the... and set up shop. As soon as you can, you get to the basement and locate the Hunter bunker. From there, you can access my database and secure the roster.
And secure the roster. All right. Now, this is where we're going to jump away from the descent and we're going to go into the new manhunt. Okay. So, in the new manhunt, let's see here. We have. We have a roster update right here.
This is all of them?
Allegedly. Who knows who survived the first wave or the virus, or if he started recruiting off the books. But this is everyone who was enlisted for the program before we were activated.
We know the name of every wolf in sheep's clothing.
We know the name of every agent who believed we may need oversight.
Autonomous. We were promised autonomy, to use our judgment and ISAC's intelligence to make the right call.
And the powers that be decided we couldn't be trusted with that much power, so they needed guard dogs. Just in case.
Their mistake was getting a Labrador to tame a lion.
Now, this obviously is, Keener saying how he's smarter than Calvin McManus and how they're going to take it all over. Obviously, Hoskins is right there with them. They're partners. All right. This is just the way it is now. And this is pretty much catching you up to date with all of the lore. Now, we do have a few more here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to listen to these, and then I'm going to talk about how we probably have not only a Hunter bunker in Brooklyn, but we probably have a rogue base of ops in Brooklyn that we're going to be going to in the DLC. Yeah, so check this out.
What are we doing?
Surviving.
It doesn't matter how many hunters we unmask. As long as they have access to their tech, they will be a threat.
Cal can always make new hunters.
And now, with Sokolova moving her troops, it's only a matter of time before they join forces.
Do you have a plan, or are you just thinking out loud?
I always have a plan. But you're not gonna like this one.
I never like your plans. But we've come this far.
We need a woman on the inside.
And you have one? A hunter?
Better than that.
How?
Best wing woman a guy could ask for. Just happens to be a Black Tusk embedded hunter.
No one is that connected.
Oh, Hoskins. You have no idea how connected I am.
And boom. This is where I believe he gets Hoskins to join in with that Black Tusk hunter contact that he has. And now he has a double agent on the inside. All right? And that's how we're getting a rogue base of ops with the whole hunter bunker thing. And it's really pushing us into this rogue agents versus hunters battle that it seems like we're going to be getting in the DLC. Because it continues on.
I need you, Hoskins.
What is it now, Keener?
We need to set up a base of operations. We need a secure place, preferably where no one knows us, and we can start recruiting and training people for what's coming.
You can't have my farm, Keener.
Of course not. It's too remote. I want us to hide in plain sight.
Okay. Sounds like that's going to be more complicated than necessary given your profile. You've pissed off a lot of people.
I know. But, for better or worse, it just takes one person to change public perception. And if we have hundreds, well, that's a movement.
So there's your Brooklyn base of ops right there, established by Melanie Hoskins. And it's looking like not only is he recruiting rogue agents, but it's seeming as if he wants to infiltrate the Hunters organization with the Black Tusk and convert some of them as well. And it continues.
How is our little experiment going?
Better than expected.
My reputation precedes me.
The civilians you and Theo rescued are spreading the gospel of rogues.
Perfect.
Theo may fuck it up for us, though.
How?
The girl. They're sleeping together. Pretty sure he's gonna get her pregnant.
Would that be so bad?
You know what were my least favorite calls when I was in EMT?
No idea.
Labor. Best case, you get the patient to the hospital in time. Most of the time, you end up covered in every kind of fluid and holding a screaming, fragile baby that is probably going to get some virus from whatever filthy floor we had to deliver on. Worst case, you lose both of them and have to watch some sad dad's world implode. I don't want that for Theo.
So right here, you're having Hoskins showing sympathy towards Theo Parnell, because Theo Parnell's falling in love with this girl that they saved, and I believe that is the same girl that he convinced Keener on letting him take with him during their evacuation in New York. Those were also in old comms. Now, this is also building up story for the DLC, and it's looking as if we're not only going to be a part of the rogue agents fighting McManus and the Black Tusk, because in another video I'll explain how the division is under McManus. McManus is the head of the division right now. The presidents have all died, and it keeps, going down the leadership role. Well, he's been the head of the NSA, and I believe he was either the secretary. I'm going to have to look it up, and I'll make another video on that because he's the head of the division right now. And because of that, he has already pledged allegiance with Natalia, making Black Tusk hunters. And that's exactly what Aaron Keener was just referencing, that he has a Black Tusk hunter embedded in their operations. So he knows what's going on. And he wants Hoskins, or a woman is what he says. He wants a woman on the inside. And with Melanie Hoskins being a woman, I'm assuming he's alluding to her. So here is the last one.
Congratulations. Looks like it's time for a status update. You've officially passed the test. After everything you've been through, I know it must be hard to trust that this isn't a trick, that we are on the same side. You want proof? I can show it to you. We've got Cal's roster and what we've set up in Brooklyn. I think you'll be impressed. Well, Agent, if you're ready to meet, I'll send the coordinates and be waiting with your signing bonus.
So this was the end of the manhunt, right? We got these additional comms where he's talking to Manny and he's securing, their, I guess their deal together, right? We had this last one right here. This was called Epic. Agent, you impress me. I had to test you like I tested Cassandra. Remember, Cassandra is Kelso. And like I tested Ajax, Ajax is Hoskins. You think all these Greek code names are pretentious, don't you? This is not arbitrary. This is all purpose and meaning, and you dig a little deeper. This is your epic. This is your turn at classic hero, Nyx. So he wants us to be Nyx, okay? So that was the whole thing, was he wants us to be Nyx. Ajax is Hoskins. Cassandra is Kelso. He has all these code names for the people that he brings into his organization. All right. Now, the last part of that comm, he said it would impress you what we have in Brooklyn. Obviously, we're going to have a base of ops in Brooklyn. This has been alluded to time and time again. It's going to be a Brooklyn DLC. And just like our Warlords of New York DLC, we have a base of operations, or a quote unquote settlement. But yeah, the big news was that we have Hunter bunkers under base of ops. And with Calvin McManus being the top guy for the division, what makes, us not think that there's a Hunter bunker in this base of ops if there was a Hunter bunker in the Heartland base of ops? And if that's all true, then what about this new Brooklyn base of ops? Is that one going to have a Hunter bunker? It is all alluding to this big battle between the rogue agents and the hunters, and I am here for it. I can't wait. Sign me up. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, or entertaining, hit the like, subscribe for more, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And yeah, finally, shout out where you're from. It's always cool to see where everyone's from. But that's it for me. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. Hunter bunkers, dude. I want a freaking Hunter bunker. Man, what if we could customize our own Hunter bunkers? What if we became hunters? Oh, that would be so sick. What if Keener allowed us to be like an undercover hunter, to where we're still in the division, but we're like double agents? So we're like rogue, double agent, division agent, hunter. I don't know. This one digs deep. All right, peace out.